Okay, so it seems like there's been a little bit of a situation going on with Zentreya, and we've covered this in the last video yesterday, but we have a little bit more kind of evidence and stuff behind it, which makes it a little bit worrying, especially for some other VTubers that obviously have interacted quite a bit with Zentreya, and obviously I still have friends I think I don't really know, but again, I think it is pretty interesting because recently Zen obviously put up this announcement, which we looked at yesterday, of her saying that essentially there are people going around impersonating her on games, including obviously VR chat, which you know, can be a very easy one for people to impersonate, obviously due to the fact that, you know, Zen uses a TTS voice and obviously has her models, and you know, people can easily copy the models and whatever and just go around impersonating her. And we went through a lot of the reasons as to why someone would do this, whether it's to be some kind of like scam, whether it's to be some kind of reputation ruiner, whether it's to be some kind of, I don't know, just to get attention, right? Because some people do just enjoy, you know, wanting people to, give them attention and wanting to be popular within a VR chat lobby, which I think is pretty insane. But yeah, obviously this comes at the cost of Zentreya having a model used and her being impersonated, which obviously isn't okay, and it is pretty messed up. Now, again, I don't know what one of these are, like which kind of scenario it could be, but again, I do think it is pretty insane. But we do have some footage of this actually happening, and what went on, as well as some other words and things coming from this video, which was from a person called Tristan. Now, obviously, you know, they're just a VR chat goer. They were excited to see Zentreya. Obviously, we know that it's not Zentreya now, but again, let's just go through it and then we will talk about it.
There we go. You're free to go. Oh, you're already part of the group. Okay.
So, first of all, there you can see it's a Zentreya TTV. They're using a Zen model as well. And yeah, they go to kind of check the profile because it doesn't seem very believable. And they also have a Zentreya profile picture there too, which again is pretty crazy. And as I said, you know, this isn't the real Zentreya. She has said this is not her. The Zentreya TTV is not her, right? So this is 100% a you know, impersonation attempt. This isn't just her, you know, using the name going around with another model, or whoever this is going around with another model. They're using the name Zentreya and going around with the Zentreya model and going around with the Zentreya like picture as well as their like profile. So again, they are definitely trying to impersonate her. And yeah, obviously they say there, you know, I am a cybernetic punk that only rocks. I came from the future, but I have downloaded all the necessary data needed to deal with you all. Streams usually 10 a.m. EST, so again, CST. So they're trying to, yeah, again, be kind of, I guess, you know, what do you call it? Like trying to impersonate her, right? I don't even know what you'd really get out of it. They also have links there. I don't know if the links go to her channel or not. I wonder if they'll click on it. But again, I also find pretty interesting that their trust rank is a known user and verified 18+. Again, I do think it's pretty insane that people can be verified like this, but also still take, you know, other people's likeness and impersonate them, which I think is kind of crazy because it just defeats the whole point of like a trust rank and a verified, right? But yeah, still going around.
Help, I need to restart VR chat. Hang on.
Oh, no.
But yeah, they're doing some dancing and stuff in the lobby. Again, it's annoying because we can't actually hear what they're saying. I don't know if they're talking or something, or if they're using a TTS voice, but it would be interesting. And again, you can see them sat there in the lobby. And it goes on. That's just a bit of dancing.
She let me join the group that Nyanners was gonna go to, an instance, and I literally met Nyanners.
Damn!
So yeah, obviously this person then comes up to them and says, you know, she let me join a world with Nyanners, which if you don't know, Nyanners, another VTuber, used to be part of VShojo. They're all in the group together, right? And again, it would be a pretty plausible story if, you know, they were real, right? And now it does make me question, who exactly was that Nyanners person? Was it actually Nyanners who also got fooled by that? Probably not. I'm probably going to guess that it's also another person impersonating Nyanners as well, whether that's a friend of theirs or whatever. And it makes me think, what exactly are they trying to do? Because, you know, they're leading them into other worlds and stuff to meet certain people. Is it just to get attention and just to, you know, do that kind of stuff, right? Or is it, you know, something else? Are they trying to scam them? Or are they trying to, you know, try to ruin their reputation or whatever? Again, it's very, very odd. And, you know, it goes beyond Zentreya now. It goes beyond that and has now obviously hit people like Nyanners. And yeah, as we'll see, we'll keep on going.
And I gave her an avatar. I offered an avatar to her. She was trying to find another one. She took mine out of the other one that was being offered to her at the same time.
So yeah, she also gave her an avatar, which...
Hey, no sitting on the tables, please.
So yeah, they also said, I almost met Ironmouse today. I think that's come from the same person, I think. But again, they're saying that they almost met Ironmouse and that they met Nyanners, which I think is pretty interesting because obviously, yeah, whoever this Zentreya person is giving them kind of, you know, oh, you can meet Ironmouse, you can meet Nyanners, obviously all people who used to be part of VTuber, and obviously, yes, they are friends or were friends or whatever. I don't know what their current status is, but again, they have all been friendly, you know, in the past, so it wouldn't be, you know, crazy to say that, oh, you know, they're hanging out or whatever in VR chat, but that's just not the case because, as I said, we know that this Zentreya is not real, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think Nyanners, Ironmouse, or Zentreya are going to be doing private worlds with random people from, you know, random worlds. I think it is pretty insane, and yeah, obviously there is some kind of hidden motive behind it, but I just don't know what that motive is, right? And again, it is all caught here on video.
Ironmouse, I would never shut the fuck up about it.
I don't know how I'm able to stay so calm. I am mentally dying.
So yeah, obviously they're saying like, oh, I wouldn't know how to stay calm if I met Ironmouse and stuff like that, which again, it is pretty sad because obviously, you know, these people are very excited, they are fans and whatever, but they obviously didn't meet the real Zentreya, the real Nyanners, or the real Ironmouse, and it seems like these people are somehow using, you know, these kind of accounts and whatever to trick people. People have actually been going into the comments and stuff, you know, kind of warning them here, saying, this video being my first video to reach a 4-digit view count is funny as hell. Thanks to William Ambervane for warning me about it. In other news, January 2nd, 2026 was not as good as I thought. Also, more content soon. But yeah, obviously lots of people saying, yeah, that's not the real Zentreya. VTubers don't go into public lobbies if they play VR chat. This is to avoid users with modded clients who steal their avatars. Which obviously, yeah, apparently that's also a thing too. You got Dark Rush here, who is obviously in the comments quite a bit in ours. Also sent this link as well, so thank you for that. They're saying you may not have interacted with the actual Zentreya, but you sure as hell helped to identify her impersonator, which is true. So Zentreya's account is from 2017. They don't go on VR chat anymore. They would have an 8-year badge if it was them. Sorry to burst your bubble. You know, oh yeah, they warned everyone about this faker. Said, yeah, thought so. Yeah, fake account. It said, this poor YouTube channel has no idea. And they said, I know now. Sad face. So again, obviously, yeah, not so happy about that either. And yeah, they're just saying, you know, unfortunate. She actively came out, which everyone in the comments is doing and telling you, you know, essentially that this is not the real Zen. This is not the real Nyanners. This is not the real Ironmouse. And yeah, again, it just makes me think, what exactly was their purpose behind this? Because, you know, the only thing that they actually really brought up in this clip was the fact that they gave them a free model. Now, if they are impersonating them for free models on VR chat and stuff, you know, it seems a little bit pointless to go that far and to really, you know, impersonate someone, which, you know, can be pretty incriminating, I would say, just for a VR chat model. So again, I am very confused on what could be the other motive behind this and why they would do this other than, you know, attention or wanting to, you know, do something. Because again, it doesn't seem like any of these people have had their, like, what do you call it, have had a bad time with them, right? It seems like they've been nice. It's not like someone's going around in a VR chat lobby, you know, spamming, you know, some pretty horrible stuff or whatever, trying to ruin the reputation of Zentreya and acting like them and then saying some horrible stuff to essentially make people believe like, oh, what the hell? They're in a public chat saying all of this stuff. And obviously that would then go send hate their way. But that didn't happen, right? They're saying that, you know, obviously they were quite nice and that they were, you know, that there was nothing of note to say that anything was weird or bad or yeah, the only thing that they really mention is the thing with the model, which I do think is very, very odd. So me personally, I do think it is just an attention thing. And I guess, you know, there are some people on VR chat that do just want attention from people, right? And, you know, maybe that is the case. And maybe, yeah, I think that might be it. You know, it might literally just be the fact that they want attention and that they're going to go and, you know, go around and try to get as much as they can. Also, what also confuses me as well is the fact that, we didn't get to hear Zen's voice. I don't know exactly what voice they were using, whether they were trying to impersonate her with a TTS voice, or if they were just like acting like, oh, this is my real voice, whenever we don't know what they actually sound like, right? But again, obviously the same with like people like Nyanners and stuff. Obviously Nyanners doesn't have a TTS voice, so someone would have to try and impersonate them. And obviously this person seemed pretty convinced that it was them. Now, obviously maybe they were just kind of flustered, and maybe they were kind of, I guess, you know, excited about seeing her, that they just kind of ignored the fact that it didn't sound exactly like her. But again, maybe someone put on some kind of voice, or with the rise of a lot of AI voice changes and stuff, potentially they could have done that too, right? And it does make me think, you know, there's a couple of missing details and a couple of missing pieces, but this definitely moves us a little bit closer into revealing exactly what happened and how this has gone on. Now, you know, there isn't the usernames of this Nyanners or Ironmouse that they're talking about, but again, it would be nice to get those, because I'm sure the others would want to know exactly what is going on and who is impersonating them too, because again, obviously it affects all of them. But yeah, I mean, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.